Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Supreme video. We're looking at the great Divi Supreme Modules Light plugin today, and Supreme Light is a free version of one of my favourite plugins, Divi Supreme Modules. And we're going to build this nice little business hours section right here. I'll put the link below the video, Divi Supreme Light. Just go to the features page, down at the bottom. You'll find the download link, free download right there. That'll take you to this page, and the Lite version comes with 20 great modules and 3 extensions. So have a look through. If you like the look of it, go ahead and hit the download button. We did an install and setup, so if you need to know about that, watch that video. I'll put that link down below also. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is enable my Visual Builder, and let's go down, and I'll just trash this module that we've got here. In fact, I'll trash the whole row. So I'm going to create a new row. Little green button for a row. I'm going to give it 2 columns. Divi as standard comes with all the light grey modules here. Enough to build pretty much any site. When you add the Supreme Modules Light, you get 20 of these blue little modules right here. And there's some great modules there really are. So today I'm going to use Supreme Business Hours. And when you open it, the first thing it does is prompt you to add a new item. So presumably you're working Monday till Friday or Monday through the week. So it's put in one there, as you can see, Monday 9 AM to 6 PM. If we go into the text, you can change your text right here to the times that suit you. I'll leave mine just as they are. And a day right here, obviously, that suits you as well. If you want to link the little module there, put a link in here. Best practice as always. If you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking off site, put it in a new tab so your site stays open. Down below you can give it a background. You've got color, gradient, image or video. Let's give it a gradient just for fun. I'm going to add a background gradient. Let's have blue. And the second one will have purple. I'm going to make this radial so it emanates from the middle of the actual block itself there. And let's change the start and stop so we can separate the colors a little bit more this way. You can actually separate them fully if you take them down like that. So you've got 2 completely separate colors. I don't want it quite as crazy as that, but something similar like that. Okay, so let's move on to our design now. We've got text right here. Divi as standard comes with hundreds and hundreds of fonts. If you want to audition one, just simply hover over it and it'll give you an example right here. I'm going to stick to the default today. And of course you can make them regular, bold, semi-bold, ultra bold, whatever the actual font allows you to do. So I really need to make this so we can see it, so let's make it white here. There we go. I'm going to leave it just like that. Of course you can italicize, capitalize, underline, strike through if you want. You can make text size a bit bigger or smaller, obviously, increment up with the little arrows there, or slide, or simply type in a value. Letter spacing will space it out a little more, and again just use the slider or type it in. Line height's great for giving things a bit more space, 1.7. If I increment this up a little bit, you can see that gives it a bit more space there. Now, common to most Divi modules, if you do something and you don't like it, just select it, delete it, it'll go back to the default for you. You can give your text a bit of shadow if you want it to stand out a little bit more on your background there. And you can affect the day text and the time text separately if you want to give them different colors, different fonts, whatever you want. I'm going to leave mine just like that. Really don't need to do anything with sizing. At the moment it's taking up the full space that is available to it, which is the full width of the column there. If you want to make it smaller, simply drag this down. You can align it middle or right if you want to. But I'm happy for it to take up 100% of the available space. Now spacing, we'll use something here. Padding gives it extra room top and bottom, left and right. So let's give it 10 pixels top. Just put in the number, it'll put the px for you. If you hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side, as you can see. And let's give it 20 left and right. There we go, that works for me. If you want to give it a border, you can do so here. I'm not particularly interested in giving it a border. If you want to make the corners a bit rounded, small value like 5 pixels, just put them slightly rounded. If you want to make them fully rounded, put in a high value, something like 50, and you've got completely rounded right there. Like I say, I'm going to have mine square, so I'm simply going to delete that. There we go. Now when you add your borders, you can add them all at once, top, right, bottom or left if you want to, individually. Just select the one you want, give it the width that you want it and the color you want it. I'm not going to put a border on there. Okay, if you want to, you can put box shadow on there. I'm going to give my whole thing a little box shadow, so I'll leave that alone. Don't want any filters and I don't want any transform, so we're in pretty good shape there. If I save this, it'll take us back into the main module. I'm going to duplicate this 7 times or 6 times, so we've got 7 of them, by left clicking on the 2 little boxes right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to go in, I'm simply going to change the day on this. So I'll pause the video while I quickly do this, no point you watching me do that. Okay, and I'm on the last one here, Sunday. And we're closed on Sunday, so let's put closed in there instead of a time. There we go. And we've got our little box there with our little times in there. Now if we save this, again it'll take us back to the main module. You can link the main module if you want to. And if you hadn't put background in the individual items, you could change the background here also. And if we go to design, you've got global design styles here as well. For text, day text, time text. You can put a separator in there if you want to. If I go in there, it's on none at the moment. You can have solid, dotted, dashed, double, grooved. So if we put a dotted one in there, there's the color. Change the pixel size to whatever works for you. Like I say, I'm not particularly interested in having that today, so I'm going to get rid of that, leave that as none. But something I do want is a divider, which will put a little divider between those individual days there. So I'm going to go from none, I'm going to say solid. As you can see, it's put a little solid white line in there. That's quite nice, but I'm going to up it a little bit. I'm just clicking on the little arrows here. You can type in a value or slide the slider. So there's a bit of separation there. That works fine for me. Obviously, if you don't like that color, put in whatever color you want to put in there. And that looks pretty nasty. I'm going to leave mine on white. There we go, great. And the only other thing I really want to do, I don't want to change the spacing, but if you do, you've actually got item padding here. So if you wanted to make them wider on the bottom, perhaps you could put, say, 30 pixels on the bottom. As you can see, that's spread them out and given them a bunch of space on the bottom. Or if you wanted to do the top, obviously, left, right, etc. Again, I'm happy with the way it was. Let's take that back. And again, we've got margins and padding. This is for the actual element itself. I really don't want to put any in there, so I'm going to leave that. Here's a border, there's a box shadow. Just going to pop a bit of box shadow in to lift it off of the page. There we go, and we're done. Let's save the changes now. I'll go down, save the page changes, and we'll look at it on the front end. Exit the visual builder. And there it is. That's a nice looking little business hours section. Really easy to do, kind of eye-catching. And that's a great idea, perhaps to have that next to your contact form or something like that. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. Once again, we've been using the Divi Supreme Modules Lite version, which is absolutely free. And you can download it from the link below the video. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.